Definitely have to watch your step around here. Oh, hey. Just scraping off the bottom of my shoes. I stepped in one of the landmines left lying around here, courtesy of some of the neighborhood dogs. But you know, there are places in the world where people have to worry about real landmines. Countries like Afghanistan and sometimes in Angola and places like that in Africa where civil war and various unrest is very common. And the bad thing about landmines is not just for the person who steps on them, but the collateral damage that goes when the shrapnel flies and hits other people. And sometimes those landmines can hurt children. The Soviets used to disguise them as toys in Afghanistan so that the children would pick them up and then be seriously injured or killed. Well, in this series, Landmines in the Path of the Believer, we're going to look at some of the landmines we Christians tend to step on or tend to set off. Now, this idea of landmines in the path of the believer is not new with me. Others have done it. But I'm taking a look at it for the first time, looking at things that we all need to be thinking about and be reminded of. For instance, we're going to look in this first lesson at anger. Now, it is not a sin to be angry. Paul told the Ephesians in chapter 4 to not let the sun go down on your wrath. So it's okay to be angry, but how do I deal with it when I'm angry so that I don't set off a landmine and hurt other people? What about Christians who have an unforgiving attitude? There's a big one that hurts people. And what about when I compromise on doctrine and on things that I shouldn't compromise or have animosity towards other people? These are some things we're going to look at. And if you're a believer and you're a Christian, give it some serious thought as to how you handle situations that go wrong. And if you're not a Christian, I want you to look at this and see the proper way to deal with it and see that even though we Christians sometimes goof, that doesn't have any bearing on the truth of the Word of God. Hey, as we've always said, if you're not careful, you might just learn something before we're done. So let's get started. That must have been a big dog.